Hey guys, it's Jim. Hope everybody's doing well. Just wanted to walk through an installation and walkthrough for the PowerPad. If you guys have time, and obviously I hope, and I assume that you do, considering the quarantine and lockdown, if you could look at this today and or tomorrow, just to make sure you're prepared and ready to roll on Monday, that would be good. You're going to get an email from me. It's going to say installation and walkthrough the micro PowerPad. I'm going to put the link for this video in there. It's not in there, so what you want to do is first you want to make sure that you don't have any current PowerPad installed on any of your computers. So the normal PowerPad looks the same as the Power Camera icon, except it's green. This is for the Power Comp. This is the Power Camera. It would be like a greenish color. If you have that on there, then what you want to do is you want to hit, I think Windows 10 is a little bit different, but you could just type in like apps or programs and it will bring you to a list of all the applications. And then you can just kind of scroll down. It's usually in alphabetical order. Scroll down to where it would be P, PowerPad, and just uninstall it. So that's if you see it on your desktop. If you don't have it on your desktop, if the only thing you have is the Power Camera, that's okay. So now we can proceed with installing the PowerPad. So we're going to download the zip file. And then open. It usually pops up. Once it pops up, just double click. Yes, run. Hit next, next, next. That's 3 nexts. And then close. And then what you'll see, whoop, I just did that by accident. What you'll see is this icon. So that's what it looks like. All right, so that's how the installation goes. Now this is a little bit different from the Power Camera because you're going to have to manually upload and download all of your data each day. So you'll be uploading at the end of the day, you'll be downloading before you go to work. And it is pretty instantaneous. So what we'll do is we'll double click it and open it. Make sure you're connected to a Wi-Fi. And it's very similar to the Vital PowerPad a lot of you have experience with. I don't think Sean had the opportunity to work with the PowerPad. I think he went right to the Power Camera. That being said, what we'll do for the micro version, it's actually a lot easier than the Vital version, is we will, see if we can get this open here. All right, once you have it open, go to Parcel, and then go Upload, Download, Download. That's literally how easy it is. And it's the exact same thing in reverse for the upload. You just go to Parcel at the end of the day when you're home, upload, and now it is live. Not live, I should say, but it is instantaneous. So like once you do an upload, you could do a download and you could see if the stuff that you sent up went up successfully. That's the downside about the micro version is that it's kind of a little sketchy on the errors. So if you guys are getting errors, we'll have to figure it out. And there probably will be some errors in the beginning here. So it'll tell you download complete, then we exit, and I'll just kind of walk you through some of the screens real quick. But as far as making sure that the work you did went up, right now we have Rich, Pat, and Sean preloading records for you guys. Some of them are going to have sketches, which is going to be great in like model neighborhoods. So there's very minimal you have to do, just verify. Some of them will have all the other information filled out for you, but not the sketches. So you guys will have to measure the house. It's not really, I think it's going to be a considerable step down from what you're used to based off of the stuff I saw in Redington. So you'll see anything here with a P, that's been preloaded, and you can see that in the drop down too. So it'll say P. You guys are going to change that. That's how I'm going to know you guys were there, because you're going to change that to an O for an owner, E for estimated, R for refusal, those sort of things. So that's how you can kind of check it. If it's still showing a P, that means either the record wasn't done or there was an error in the record. So the lookup's pretty much the same as the lookup you guys are used to. I feel like I just chopped out there and came back on. So what we'll do is kind of just walk you through a preloaded record here. So we put the node in for you. We put that in. Pictures, I'm going to give you pictures manually on a stick Monday morning. I should probably test to make sure they work. But as far as the tabs, it's site, building, fixtures, detached, building sketch, signature, and photos. Um, so pretty much here, you don't have to worry about year built. You shouldn't have to worry about effective age. Obviously, verify that actually, you don't have to verify because we're not doing interiors. Um, this stuff right here, you don't need to worry about any of that. I would just minimize that by selecting S. Then you get a saved box, so it tells you the properties you did. Um, this is just basic drop down. So this is everything that's relating to the site of the property. When you get to the building, it's a little bit different. You know, one family, one story roof pitch, you don't have to worry about. Here it says row house, CB, sheetrock. Oh, I don't know if that's supposed to be. I might have to check that. Maybe it is a row house. Forced air conditioning, brick, all that kind of good stuff. Finished basements you do just like you do in Vital and the Power Camera, you do a percentage. Just make sure you add the room. Fixtures, this one's a little bit different from what you guys might be used to. It's a little, I don't know why. It runs incredibly slow on my computer. It will run so much faster on your computer. There it is. Okay. So this is a lot easier. It breaks it down by the type of fixtures. You're just putting the quantity. And we actually do have a 5 fixture here, so that's nice. Same deal with the fireplaces. You know, I think in Vital you got to select the type of fixture and then the quantity. Here it's a little bit easier. You're just selecting the quantity. Room count also, you'll notice top, it goes in the reverse order you would think, but it goes basement, first floor, second floor, third floor, or attic. So you know, if you're estimating a finished basement, you know, drop a room in the family room. If you're estimating a room, there's a lot of Cape Cods here, so if you're estimating a room on the second floor, then you're gonna definitely want to, you know, throw like a bedroom or 2 bedrooms up there. The other section here, I'm gonna add some things. We're not worrying about. I don't believe he's worried about vacant or abandoned. I think we're just gonna have solar panels where you can select it in the built-ins. I'll add that, and there might be one other thing I have to check the sheet. Now this is the other important thing, and I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it for you guys, but you have to make sure your bathrooms match up. There's 3 spots. So here we're saying 2 bathrooms. Okay, 2 bathrooms in the room count. And then here you have old average kitchen. Everything, we're estimating everything, so it's going to be modern in both fields, with the exception of if you come across a dilapidated house, like put it to old, even if we don't get into it, just because, you know, the likelihood of it having a modern kitchen and a modern bathroom if the home is dilapidated is extremely low. So that's where you're going to put that. So that's a little bit different from what you're used to. Detached items should be the same. Come on, this thing is so slow. Yep, so pretty much what you're used to. You don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about age. You can do width and depth, or you can do an area. You know, here you could put in, like, if it's a pool, 16 by 32, or you could put in, what is that, 516, 512, I forget what it is. And then where you're putting your net condition is, you're going to put it right here, and you just do it, no decimals, so like 50, okay? I'll outline that stuff too. He wants to pick up all porches regardless of size, decks and patios anything over 100 square feet, but I'll put that in writing so you guys have it. The building sketch is it's a little different, not much. It's kind of the same. What's different about it is the segment descriptions. Like if you're used to a 2 SOV, that's a 2 NDOH. Maybe I'll write these down for you too. You don't put attic like you've been doing it. I don't know how they do it in the Power Camera, but in the Vital Towns, it would be like a field for attic. Do not use any of this stuff right here, attic or dormer. You actually put it on the sketch, and that's what these are, attic, and then FA means finished attic. Now, say you had like a partial, like you go in, I guess, again, this isn't going to be relevant until we can do interior inspections again, but say you wanted to do 50% finished attic. You'd have to do a write-in. It kind of sucks, but you type in, you know, 0.5 FA over 1 story over basement. So that's how you would do it. You know, if it's, you know, 25%, but 0.25 if it's 75%. So that's where we're doing it. Finished attics are on the sketch. I'm trying to think, BIOP, BIGs are the same. You guys should be used to that. 1SOVs are called 1SOHs. I'll do a little translating. Brick patio is a BPA, concrete patio SPA, stone patio concrete patio CPA, stone patio SPA. We don't need to use B tear and tear. Wood deck is just a wood deck. CNP is a canopy. CP is a carport. So that's the sort of thing. Now, one thing, and I don't know if you guys know how to do this, but like if you come across a Cape Cod, just want to show you real quick. Okay, and it has a dormer, like not the little window dormers, like the 4-foot dormers here and the 4-foot dormers here. I don't care about those. But if you walk around to the back or the front and it has a dormer that say it's, I mean, anything, I would pick up anything over 6 feet. Your typical is what they do is they throw a dormer off the back, and it usually splits the difference of the width. I do that right. So it's 34 feet long. There's a 30-foot dormer. It's offset 2 feet. You can usually tape that, right here to here. Sometimes it's a little offset too, but just you can pull it back because we can't have a square within a square. So the way I want you to do that is if you're looking at this and you're saying that, okay, that's going to be either 1.5 story or finished attic. So we'll do, let's do finished attic over 1 story over basement. Then this section here, it's called breaking out the dormer. You're going to make that 2 story over basement. And that's going to change your story height. Now your story height becomes 2. You're going to have to manually do that. So, that's what we're going to do with dormers. Again, I don't care about the little window dormers that are 4 feet. Anything I would say 6 feet or larger, then let's break that out on the sketch and then go from there. As far as trying to figure out, do I use finished attic or do I use 1.5 story? I'll do a little kind of rudimentary drawing here. If you're looking at the side of the house, all right, let's see. If the window is in the A, this is like a general rule. It doesn't work all the time, but if the window's in the A, like that, that's a finished attic. I was going to try to be clever and write that out with a sketch. Okay, if the window is lower, if it's impeding on that line anywhere, really, if it's like, let me say, if it's where'd it go? If it's impeding on that line right here anywhere, then I would call that 1.5. So again, if the window's in the A or the triangle, call it finished attic. If it's lower, if it's impeding or crossing that line, and that's kind of a line we draw in our heads, then call it 1.5. And that's how I would go about doing it. But then, like I said, if you were to look at this house from the side, it probably actually looks like this. So this would be 1.5 story. Don't mind the foundations. I screwed that up. 1.5 story, and then you have the second story, the dormer coming off the back. So that's what I want done for Cape Cods, and then the signature. Here's you're going to change as a preload, and it's again, you don't have to do so many dates. You just do measured. We're obviously going to have inspected blank, so it's going to be measured, and then your field call and the date you were there. And this is pretty important to get there. So that's pretty much it. What I encourage you to do is to kind of familiarize yourself with it before Monday morning. There's going to be a bit of a learning curve. And really, we need to maximize. I don't know what's going to happen with the outbreak if we're going to be locked in for 2 weeks. But we really want to really try to maximize our time. It's going to be quite a different change of pace from what we've been dealing with in Redington with driving and the ruralness and the difficulty of the houses. It should be a lot easier. I'll have your areas assigned, and I'll meet you guys. I'll put it in the email where I want to meet you guys Monday morning. We can meet at 9. So I'll be up there. I guess it'll probably take us maybe an hour, hour and a half. Hopefully the traffic's not bad. And then we'll go from there. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to text me or call me over the weekend. But like I said, do get acclimated with it so it moves a little bit quicker. We don't have to take photos there. I'll try to come up with like a cheat sheet if I can. I thought I had one made. I'd have to look for it. Just as far as micro goes, like what not to fill out, what to fill out. So, all right, I think we're looking for like 30 plus a day there. I think. Yeah, I think I just cut out there. And then we're looking, we're going to do a little couple silly incentives. Whoever's the top lister of the week gets 20 in cash. The top lister of the month uh, gets 100 in cash. We'll try to make it interesting, keep the incentives, and there's a couple other things I'll talk to you guys about in person up there. But we just want to keep it rolling. So, all right. Hopefully, you didn't get too bored watching the video, and hopefully, you guys will be set up and ready to go. And that'll be it. I might send you a link for the photos, but I probably won't. We'll probably just wipe down and pass around a stick that has all the photos on it. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. All right. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.